How's it going?
Hey, how are you?
Good, good, good. All right, Dash, go ahead and get started.
All right. Jonathan, good to see you again, man.
Good to see you.
Yeah. Uh, I guess just first of all, um, I know the weight having to recover from mono was a challenge for you, but you got back on the mound yesterday, threw a couple of innings. Looked like you had a pretty good, as coach said, had a pretty good little three pitch mix. Working for you, top out at 95. Just kind of where are you right now? They're going to be on another pitch limit on Sunday, but pretty pleased with how things worked out yesterday.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think it was just awesome and kind of a relief to just get back on the mound after sitting and watching for 3 weeks.
Mhm.
And then just with the long time off after last season, it was just nice to get back out on the mound and with the team and get the W.
You don't mind me asking, I know anytime somebody has mono, the weight loss is something that always happens. How much did you have to kind of build back, mass and all that once you had, were diagnosed with it?
Mhm. I think I kind of had to make it a point of myself just to kind of eat when I didn't feel like eating, and just when I felt bad. I ended
Yeah.
up not losing much weight. I probably
Okay.
lost 4 or 5 pounds,
Well,
so
that's good.
not bad. So it was pretty easy to kind of build back.
But that weight, though, again, before you get out of the mound, and although those freshmen, they picked you and Ryan up, pretty well, but that weight just had to be killing you.
Oh yeah, it was tough, but luckily we got a bunch of really talented freshmen that went out there and did a great job these last 3 weeks. So hopefully it'll be kind of a relief now that me and Webb and and guys are back, and just kind of everyone gets on a normal schedule and moving forward into SEC play.
All right. Thanks, man.
Jen May.
Hey, Jonathan, you mentioned those freshmen there. Obviously with you and Ryan coming back, those guys are going to be, jockeying for bullpen roles, maybe some midweek starts. How much is, that depth and that competition going to make, the whole staff better when, you've got to fight for every inning you're going to get out there on the mound?
Yeah, I just think that having that depth as freshmen and being able to get all that experience. I know last year getting that experience for me early in the year was just super crucial. And even though it wasn't a lot, just even the first few outings means so much, and just trying to get the nerves out of the way. I think the fact that all the freshmen and just about everyone on our team is thrown at least a little bit in a game situation. So having that little bit of experience moving into SEC play where roles may change and things may go crazy. Who knows what's going to happen once that starts? People are going to be comfortable in different situations, and I think that'll just lead to more success for us as a team.
And I guess as a guy that went through it last year, just how do you balance the competition, the trying to make yourself stand out, all that stuff with, the fact that you're still teammates, you're still friends, you're all in this together. Sort of how does that balance go?
Yeah, I mean, it is difficult sometimes because your teammates, your best friends, and at the end of the day, it's still competition, and it's friendly competition. I mean, you're trying to go out there and do your best and contribute any way you can for your team, and you're never going to root against one of your teammates to do bad. So maybe you can step up. But it's one of those things. Once you get your opportunity, you have to make sure you make the most of it. And so once those big situations come up, your name will be called. So I think we've had a lot of guys step up in big situations. I know just off the top of my head, guys like Colin Caldwell and Will Pearson and Jack Gowen from just the transition from last year to this year have been unbelievable in big spots for us. And the reason we've gotten a lot of these wins so far early in the year.
Thanks.
Palmer.
Yeah, obviously, while you were out, you saw some of those guys step in and play a bigger role. What was the message that you shared with guys like Jaden and Luke as they were stepping into, weekends? Charlie Goldstein too, as they were stepping into, weekend starts.
Yeah, I think most of it was just stay relaxed, just go out there and do your thing. Obviously, just kind of slow it down a little bit when you get to college. Your first few hours, you just try to go a million miles an hour, and it's the same game you've been playing your whole life. Just go out there and do your thing. All these guys have plenty of talent to go out there and be successful. It's just about staying relaxed and just doing your thing when you get up on the mound, not trying to press too hard.
Catherine.
Hey, Jonathan. So, what is your practice looking like for you in the coming weeks as you're continuing to recover?
Yeah, I think right now is just kind of building stamina. I got 2 innings yesterday, and then this weekend, I'm not sure officially what the pitch count will be, but stay on a pitch count for probably this weekend and next weekend as well. Just kind of building up to 100%. So I'm hoping by in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I'll be at full go and just kind of get on a routine once we sort of finalize when people are pitching and what roles are going to be this year. And I think that's still kind of up in the air a little bit just before league play starts.
Thank you.
All right, and then we'll finish up with Drew.
Hey, Jonathan, just a couple quick questions about your time before you got to Georgia. A lot of the team is from the same state of Georgia. So did you like compete against these guys, whether it was like high school or travel ball?
Yeah, I think a lot of the guys in my recruiting class, and including some of the guys above and below, I either played with or against or in the same organization. I know Michael Polk and Charlie Goldstein were both in my region in high school. Charlie at Alpharetta and Polk at Cambridge. And then so was Buddy Floyd and Ryan Webb, both going to Pope. So I got to compete with a lot of guys before I got here. And it was nice just to kind of get to know everyone. And you're familiar. You see people on the travel ball circuit and at Lake Point playing all those summer games. So you do become familiar with a lot of people that you will be future teammates with. So it was nice to kind of know people and get to know them before you actually get here on campus.
And one last question. You talk about Lake Point with perfect game, and like East Cobb is obviously a big deal. So when you were being recruited, did Coach Strickland mainly focus on the high school route, or did you come to like Lake Point and all that for recruiting?
I think it's really tough for college coaches to kind of get out and recruit during high school season because we're playing in season right now. So when the summer circuit's going on, there's no season going on for college. So they're able to kind of get out to Lake Point, East Cobb, and they can see multiple games. Like at Lake Point, there could be 8 games going on at one time. So they can just kind of hop from field to field. So I think it's definitely easier for them on the travel ball circuit to see more guys at once.
Cool. Thanks, Jonathan.
All right, thank you, Jonathan.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
All right, then we'll finish up with Ben Anderson.
Like last time.
How's it going?
Doing well. How are you?
Good. All right, Dash, go ahead.
Hey, Ben, good to see you, man. I guess just first of all, it had come to a point where you were wondering what you had done to tick off the baseball gods for that start you got off to.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, I just got to the point where I was like, I don't know what I can do. I mean, I was just hitting baseballs hard at people. Coach Strickland was just kind of making jokes here and there about how I can catch a break. So I'm glad I got some hits yesterday.
I mean, seriously though, I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you haven't had many, I guess you won't call them slumps like that. I mean, just looking back over your career at Furman, and I don't believe you did, and you certainly didn't do it last year at Georgia. Is that a true statement? Was the first time you've gone through something like this?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the length of it, I mean, baseball's games ups and downs. So obviously, I've had ups and downs here and there. But yeah, I want to say that's probably one of the biggest, I guess, streaks like that I've had.
And I'm sure you go through something like that, people always try to give you advice, things on what to do and this, that, and the other. Did any of that help, or you just kind of shut things out and just stuck with what you know how to do to break out of it yesterday?
I mean, at first I was kind of just stuck to doing my own thing, and then once I kind of still had bad luck, I started listening. And then yesterday, I mean, I just tried to relax and do my own thing, and it ended up working out. So hopefully, it stays like that.
Yeah, and it's a different little type of question. We just got done talking to Jonathan a little bit ago. And that he's coming back in the rotation. You got Ryan back. CJ has been the Friday guy. And, and again, the freshmen have done a great job, but knowing you're going to have those 3 guys now from here on out, although Jonathan's going to be on a pitch count, I know on Sunday, what does that do as far as really kind of exciting you guys for what's to come?
Yeah, I mean, I think as a team, from a team standpoint, it gives us kind of morale boost because we know we have our 3 guys for the weekends from now on. It kind of sets up our bullpen to be better. Certain guys will have the roles they kind of expected before the season and can fit in and get the experience there. So overall, I think it's just great to have our 3 weekend guys ready to go now. And then, I mean, as a team, we know that with them we can win pretty much any game if we play to the level we're supposed to. So we're just excited to have them back.
I appreciate it, man.
No problem.
Jed May.
Hey Ben, Coach Strickland mentioned the bloop hit you had last night. Honestly, it was your second at bat, and that he was in the dugouts and said, "Yep, there it is." Like his luck's starting to turn. You kind of feel that way when you got to first, that like this could be the end of the long slump when stuff like that's starting to fall.
Yeah, I mean, when you start to get hits like that fall, I mean, it's pretty nice. And then when you have been kind of struggling and not really getting any good luck, and you kind of get one of those, it just kind of gives you some relief, I guess. And you know that, yeah, I mean, things are going to be okay, and you're going to be back to the way you're playing that you're used to.
And then, obviously, the hits, getting 3 hits, raising the batting average is good. But as a leadoff guy, getting on base and scoring 2 runs last night, how, I guess, important is that, as the guy at the top of the lineup, as the table setter for this offense?
Yeah, I mean, as the table setter, as the leadoff guy, it's kind of your role is to get on base, put pressure on the defense, and score runs. And I mean, I feel like I mean, as a leadoff guy, that's my role. I haven't been able to do that really to the best of my ability up until yesterday. So, I mean, it was just a good feeling to do that. And then obviously it helped our team win the ball game.
Palmer.
Yeah, going back to, Coach Strickland and his positivity with you, and making the joke about, thinking, hey, there it is, how important has that been, having a support group around you that's been positive, stuck with you, and then obviously, your defense, how important has that been to your mental state and keeping yourself in this lineup?
Yeah, so I mean, really all the coaches, all my teammates have had my back through it. I mean, they know that I guess that I've had tough luck, have been struggling a little, not playing to the level of competition that I usually have been and I'm used to. I mean, so they helped me get through it. And then, I mean, they were all excited for me. And then, I mean, defensively, for me, it's kind of an escape from the hitting, I guess. It's kind of 2 different sides of the field. If I'm struggling on one, I'd like to do good on the other. And I think defensively, I've been able to play that at a pretty high level and help my team there. So, I mean, being able to do both now is going to be great, hopefully.
Catherine.
Hey, so Coach Strickland, I'm sure he's keeping you updated on Lipscomb's COVID status, and he seems optimistic about playing this weekend, but with the possibility of your last full series before SEC play being canceled, how would that affect your preparedness to take on Tennessee in a couple weekends?
I mean, I don't know necessarily if it'd affect our preparedness. We'd still practice and probably get some inter squads in that weekend, but yeah, definitely. I think overall we want to play this series just to kind of get some more high level competition before SEC starts, get these final at bats before we start conference play. So I know we're all hoping for the best, that they're going to be good to come down here, and then hopefully it'll get us ready for next weekend. And then we do have the midweek game next weekend that'll prepare us too. So I mean, as long as we can get those reps and those at bats and stuff in, then I think we'll be fine.
Thank you.
All right, and then we'll finish up with Drew.
Hey, I just had a couple of quick questions about your time before Georgia. So you're from LaGrange, you're at LaGrange High School. And when you came to Georgia from Furman, did you recognize like any of the teammates maybe playing with like high school or travel ball when you got to Georgia?
So I played travel ball with Ryan, actually, Webby, for about 2 summers. So I knew Ryan. Logan Moody was from LaGrange. So I played high school ball with him. So I've known him for a long time. He's a lifelong friend. So I really knew those 2 guys. I mean, I knew some of the other names just from playing against them in travel ball. But yeah, so those 2 guys really kind of brought me in and got me, like, welcomed me to the team, introduced me to everybody. So they kind of helped me through my path coming to Georgia.
Yeah, and you played travel ball with the 643 organization. And when you guys played your tournament, did you go out of the state a lot, or did you mainly focus on playing like East Cobb, Lake Point area?
Most of the time we focused on playing East Cobb, Lake Point. Every summer we had one showcase tournament in Nashville every year, but that was really the farthest we went, either there or down to Fort Myers to play in a perfect game tournament down there.
Okay. Thank you, Ben.
No problem. Thank you.